Joanna. We know you've spoken with the baptizer.
John, something's happening. John, there's a plot. They're going to kill you.
You waited, you prayed, you heard the whispers, and now it's happening. The Chosen Season 5 is no longer just a theater experience for the lucky few. It's coming to your screen. But here's the twist. Not everyone will get it at the same time. And not every platform tells you the full truth. Some fans will get early access, some will have to wait months, and some will miss it entirely if they don't act fast. Whether you want to stream it, instantly own the DVDs, or watch for free, later you must know the exact dates, because The Chosen has changed the game. In this video, we're breaking it all down. From Prime Video's surprising release plan to the long wait on the app and the secrets behind the DVD drop, you're about to get the full guide. But stay sharp, because there's a catch that could leave you waiting longer than you think. Let's start with the biggest news. The Chosen Season 5 is heading to Prime Video. And yes, this is the fastest way to watch all 8 episodes. But don't assume that means binge watching, because Prime Video is not giving you the full season all at once. And it's definitely not following the old live stream model. Instead, they're releasing the episodes in 3 big batches. Like a theatrical release, but this time straight into your living room. Here's the exact schedule. Episodes 1 and 2 drop first on June 15th. Then, exactly 1 week later, on June 22, you'll get episodes 3, 4, and 5, and finally, on June 29th, the last 3 episodes, 6, 7, and 8, will be released. That means you can watch the entire season in just over 2 weeks if you have Prime Video. But here's the twist: during those 3 weeks, The Chosen will not stream anywhere else. Not on Facebook, not on YouTube, not even on the Chosen app. So, if you've been used to watching live with Dallas Jenkins and the cast, that tradition is paused. For now, Prime Video is exclusive. It's your only option. And for those wondering, no, Prime won't give you 1 episode at a time, but they also won't unlock the full season all at once. They're pacing it, keeping you on edge. That means every Friday in June becomes an event. And if you're a fan who wants to stay spoiler-free, you might want to mark your calendar now. Because by the end of June, the entire world will be talking about the final supper, the betrayal, and the storm that's coming in Season 6. One more important note. Once the season finishes airing on Prime Video on June 29th, it will stay exclusive to Prime for 90 days. That's right. Until the very end of September, you won't be able to stream it anywhere else. That's the catch. If you don't have Prime Video, you'll be waiting. And if you're hoping someone uploads clips on YouTube or leaks it early, don't count on it. The team behind The Chosen has been extremely protective this season. The only way to see it now is to pay. Prime Video costs $8.99 a month in the US, but prices vary depending on your country. Still, if your country has Prime, the dates will be the same. June 15th, June 22nd, June 29th. Global release. No delays, no staggered drop. This is the first time The Chosen will premiere worldwide all at once, and that's a massive step forward. But remember, after June 29th, the clock starts ticking. You have 90 days to watch it on Prime before it appears anywhere else. That window is locked. No early releases, no shortcuts. Still thinking of waiting? You might want to reconsider, because by the time the finale hits, everything changes. And Season 6, well, let's just say the groundwork is being laid right now. If you thought streaming was the only way to watch The Chosen Season 5, think again. Because for the fans who want to own it, hold it, shelve it, and revisit it without relying on the internet, the DVDs and Blu-rays are coming, but not as soon as you might think. The release of the physical editions is being timed after the Prime Video exclusive window ends, which means no DVDs before the fall. In fact, the earliest you'll get your hands on a Season 5 box set is October 2025, and even then, not every version will be available right away. Angel Studios is following a careful strategy. Once Season 5 finishes its full Prime run, they'll begin shipping collector's editions to pre-order buyers first, likely through the Chosen Gift Factory and official website. These aren't just simple discs either. They usually come with bonus features, commentary from Dallas Jenkins' behind-the-scenes footage, and beautifully designed packaging with scriptures, character quotes, and art that feels personal. But you have to move quickly. The first batch often sells out fast, especially the Blu-ray versions. And here's the twist: most fans don't realize buying the DVDs isn't just about ownership. It's about access. While the Prime release is locked behind a subscription and region-based restrictions, the DVD gives you freedom. You can watch offline share with family host church viewings and even pass it down. There's no buffering, no login required. Just you, the story, and the moments that broke you. But there's a catch. Unlike streaming, where updates can happen instantly, the DVD timeline is final. No delays, no bonus episodes after release, and definitely no behind-the-scenes leaks. Everything is tightly sealed until the full rollout. And some fans are wondering, will the DVD version include the same content as Prime? Yes, but likely with extras that Prime won't show. Remember, Angel Studios loves rewarding their core supporters, so if you're planning to wait, October is your month. But you'll want to pre-order early because this season marks the beginning of Christ's final week. The betrayals, the miracles, the tension, it's all building. And physical copies of this part of the story will become treasured. Like Season 4, which sold out its first pressing in weeks, Season 5 is poised to become a collector's item. And not just for fans, but for those who believe this show is more than entertainment. So whether you're gifting it, studying it, or preserving it for the future, remember the DVDs are coming. But only after the storm passes. And by then, the story will have already shaken millions. Are you willing to wait? Or will you move now, before the final meal is served? Here's the truth. Most fans don't know. The Chosen Season 5 will be free. To watch, but not yet. Not today, not tomorrow, and maybe not for months. The Chosen app, the heart of Angel Studios' mission, is still the only place where every season eventually lands for zero cost. No login, no subscription, no catch. But here's the twist: Angel Studios has changed the release strategy. Because Season 5 is now part of a new distribution deal, the episodes are being held back from the app. For now, Prime Video gets the exclusive window first. That means millions of loyal app users, those who followed from Season 1, are left waiting. But it's not punishment. It's part of the plan. By launching on Prime first, the show reaches a wider global audience, gains financial support, and fuels the engine that makes free episodes possible later. It's a risk and a sacrifice. But it also means when Season 5 does arrive on the app, it will be fully unlocked, ad-free, streamable in high definition. And yes, available to download. You'll need patience, though. The release might stretch into late 2025, depending on how long the Prime window lasts. Some believe Episode 1 might drop on the app by Christmas. Others say Angel Studios will hold everything until early 2026, releasing all episodes at once in a global event. Either way, when it drops, it'll feel like a homecoming. The familiar interface. The cast, the music. The tears all back where it began. But be warned, the wait will test fans. Spoilers will flood social media. You'll see clips, quotes, and reactions from those who already watched it on Prime. And the deeper truth is this: Season 5 isn't just another chapter, it's the week everything changes. From the triumphal entry to the upper room to the garden where fear meets betrayal, this season demands to be watched fresh, without spoilers, without filters. So if you're planning to wait for the app, you'll need more than patience. You'll need discipline, because the story you've been following for years, it's about to explode. And watching it late might cost you the raw emotion that hits hardest when the moment is new. Still, for many, the app is worth the wait. It's the soul of the Chosen movement. And when Season 5 finally appears there, it won't just be free. It'll be yours, fully, completely. Just like Grace, there's another way to experience the Chosen Season 5. And it's one most fans never see coming. It's not on streaming, it's not on the app, it's not even on DVD, it's through the doors of your local church. Across the US and around the world, The Chosen is quietly rolling out something powerful: in-person screenings of Season 5 in churches, community halls, and theaters tied to faith-based groups. But here's the twist: these screenings aren't always advertised. They're grassroots word-of-mouth hosted by pastors, youth groups, or even fans who've partnered with Angel Studios or The Chosen's own team. And what happens in those rooms? It's not just a show, it's a movement. Season 5 has been crafted for emotional impact. These are the final days of Jesus' ministry. The teachings get sharper, the enemies closer, and the love deeper. And watching these moments unfold in a room full of believers, worshipers, and fellow fans, it's something streaming can't replicate. These church screenings sometimes show episodes early before they hit apps or streaming platforms. That's right. If your church is part of Angel Studios' Come and See campaign or registered as a Host venue, you could be watching Season 5, Episode 1 and 2 weeks before they go live to the world. And you won't just watch, you'll feel the room hold its breath when Judas falters. You'll hear people cry as Peter's loyalty begins to crack. You'll witness the silence that falls when Jesus starts speaking of the cross. These moments shared in real time carry a weight that pixels can't fully capture. But how do you find these events? Here's where the mystery deepens. Angel Studios doesn't always make it easy. Their event pages are scattered. Some churches promote through Facebook groups, others simply post flyers on Sunday mornings. The best way to find a screening? Ask. Reach out to your local pastor. Contact your nearby Christian community center. Go to The Chosen's official website and search under events or church partnerships. Better yet, sign up for email alerts from Angel Studios and follow their social media channels closely. When a screening is happening near you, they'll often drop hints a few days before. And if you're feeling bold, host one yourself. The Chosen provides churches with free access to digital episodes, projection kits, even discussion guides and trailers to show before the screening. You can bring your entire congregation into this story, this season that changes everything, before the world sees it on screens. And there's more. Some churches are combining the showings with live worship events, communion, or panel discussions, with pastors about the themes of betrayal, sacrifice, and resurrection. It turns watching into witnessing. And you walk out changed. No algorithms, no buffering, just people, faith, and story, colliding in real space. Now here's the emotional punch. In Season 5, Jesus begins preparing his disciples for what's to come, and many fans don't realize they too are being prepared. Watching in a church connects you directly to that feeling of being part of a greater body. It's not passive viewing, it's participation. It's remembering that this story isn't just his, it's yours. Every church screening becomes a sacred echo of what's about to unfold in the garden, at the table, and on the hill. And for some, this is the only way they can see Season 5. In countries with limited internet access, or for elderly fans who don't use streaming apps, these in-person events are a lifeline. They restore the communal experience of watching something holy together. They remind us why The Chosen is different from anything else on TV. Because it was never just about content, it was always about connection. So if you think Season 5 is out of reach because you don't have Prime or can't wait for the app, remember this. There might be a church around the corner already planning a special showing. There might be a small room filled with folding chairs and dim lights where Episode 3 is going to play next Friday night. And there might be a moment unseen by millions where someone hears Jesus say, "I am the way," and realizes for the first time that he still is. What if I told you that The Chosen Season 5 isn't just something you stream at home, but something you can witness, live in a room filled with believers, worshipers, and seekers before it's available to the public? Because while most fans are refreshing their apps or waiting for Prime Video to upload the next episode, something different is happening across the country, and even across the world. Church screenings, private events, underground premieres. The Chosen is quietly reaching people through something far more ancient than streaming community. And for those who know where to look, these events might be the only way to watch Season 5 early, and the most powerful way to experience it at all. It starts with Angel Studios' unique partnership with churches, ministries, and even small-town pastors. Instead of keeping Season 5 locked behind exclusive digital walls, they're opening the doors, literally. Churches are being offered access to early screenings of the first 2 episodes, and in some cases, entire chunks of the season before it goes live. These are not flashy movie premieres with red carpets and paparazzi. No. These are dimly lit sanctuaries with folding chairs, sound systems crackling with anticipation, and hearts wide open. Sometimes it's 100 people. Sometimes it's 20. But the moment Jesus appears on that screen, the silence is deafening. You don't just watch Season 5, you feel it in your bones. Now here's the part that most fans don't know. These church events are part of a grassroots campaign. They aren't always announced on TV. They don't always show up on your YouTube feed. Some are promoted through church bulletins. Others are passed on through whispers, shared in Facebook groups, emailed out to ministry members, or mentioned at the end of Sunday services. It's a bit like being handed a secret invitation, one that says, "Come and see." And that phrase isn't a coincidence. That's the official name of the outreach. The Come and See campaign encourages churches to host special screenings of the Chosen with all the materials provided digital episodes, projectors, sound guides, and even printable flyers. All you have to do is ask, so how do you find one near you? The first step is simple reach out. Call your local church office. Ask your pastor or youth group leader if they've heard anything about the Chosen screenings. Then check the Chosen's official website under the Events or Host a Screening section. There's often a list, updated quietly, of upcoming locations. But be warned, these events fill up fast. Some churches are already seeing packed rooms, long lines, and RSVP lists weeks in advance. Why? Because the fans who've been following this journey from Season 1 know that something is shifting in Season 5. The tone is darker, the stakes are higher, and Jesus is preparing for the unthinkable. And that's what makes these church screenings so different. When you watch Season 5 in a sanctuary surrounded by people who believe, who pray, who cry, you realize you're not just consuming content, you're becoming part of the story. The betrayal of Judas hits differently when a room goes silent. The tension between Peter and Jesus stings more deeply when someone near you gasps. And when Jesus says, "My hour has come," the gravity of that moment sits in your chest like a stone. You feel it. You carry it out of the room with you. And then there are the extras. Yes, many of these church events include more than just the show. Some churches host Q&A panels with local faith leaders unpacking each episode's theological message. Others include live worship before or after the episode airs, turning it into a spiritual event. Communion is sometimes offered. There are testimonies, prayers, group discussions. Some churches even set up the Chosen-themed devotionals or small group studies to run alongside Season 5, so the story doesn't end when the credits roll. You leave not just entertained, but transformed. There's also an emotional undercurrent here that can't be ignored. The Chosen was never just a TV show. It was a movement born out of faith, prayer, and fan support. And now, as Season 5 unfolds, and Jesus begins preparing for Jerusalem, the show itself is returning to its roots, the church. That's not an accident, that's intentional, that's spiritual. And for many viewers, especially those without access to fast internet, or those who prefer to share their faith in person, these screenings are a lifeline, a place of belonging, a way back into the story. And don't forget this, some of these screenings are showing episodes that haven't even aired online yet. Yes, churches tied to official partners are getting access to episode 3, 4, and beyond. Before the general public. It's not just a viewing, it's a preview. And there's no catch. It's completely free. You don't need a subscription. You don't need to sign up for anything. All you need is a seat in that room and a heart ready for what's coming. So while the world argues over where to stream it, you could be watching it live in community wrapped in prayer and praise among others who see this show for what it really is. A reflection of hope, sacrifice, and love. Because Season 5 is where everything changes. The miracles slow down. The enemies gather. The shadow of the cross begins to stretch across every frame. And the closer Jesus walks toward his fate, the more we realize what's truly at stake. Want to see it before everyone else? Want to feel it like never before? Then look around. There might be a small church down the road with a wooden sign and a flickering light hosting something extraordinary next weekend. No ads, no trailers, just truth. Just tears. Just the Chosen as it was always meant to be, shared.